Poked all the time.
I wonder when it started. Poked all the time.
Yeah, or what's not to like?
What's not to like? Getting poked all the time. Wait a minute, hold on.
Go ahead.
Rewind. I don't get poked all the time.
That was even better.
There's a
maybe because of the
lack of poking
The lack
is what
of
makes
poke.
my obsession with dicks so prevalent.
maybe.
I mean, honestly, I haven't done a whole lot of dicks lately. This sounds really weird if they don't know the context of what we're talking about.
We're talking about penises and art.
Yes.
Yeah. John is an artist.
Yes.
He also draws penises.
From time to time, yes.
Yeah, it's not exclusively penis.
No.
And that was exactly what we were discussing.
Yes.
It's not exclusive to penis.
When you joined us, when I started recording.
Yeah.
So, welcome back to One Foot on the Ground.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ashley.
And this is Johnny.
And we are doing Chicago.
2002.
Part 2.
Right on.
Yeah, and we can resume it. We are, what's the, for our listeners out there that might be wanting to, we just thought about this earlier.
Yeah.
Who might be wanting to watch the film while we are talking about it. For part 2, it's a little tricky because you may not know exactly where we started. So, what is the exact time? Oh, do you need another drink?
I finished my drink because I drank it while I was talking for that bonus bit.
I specifically didn't. We recorded a bonus, which will be on our feed, but it'll also be on Yeti Complex feed, just for the...
It sure will be on the Yeti Complex,
Yes.
that feed, that podcast. Which
That other
just stars...
podcast. How dare that podcast?
John.
It stars other people,
Christian
too.
S. How do you go by that? Do you go by Johnny on that?
I don't know.
We can cut this out. You can tell me your persona on the Yeti Complex without... You can edit this out. Edit this out, John, and just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth, John.
Oh my God, you can't handle the truth. That's a movie reference it stays in.
Like you put down your fist, it stays.
It stays.
I think you refer to yourself as both on it. Because I've listened.
You have?
Yes.
Oh.
What are you joking? I'm a supportive friend.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I know, John. That's why I told you, so I could get this praise. Oh no.
Are you gonna have a beer?
I almost will, yeah.
Ooh, what you gonna have?
I'm gonna have, because I drank, I guess I could drink like whiskey neat, but I figured I'd save any of the liqueurs for you. But this is, I drank my mule during the bonus, so this is a Terrapin Beer Co., which is in Athens, Georgia. It's not in Florida like as they usually are. The Panama Crunkles is a pineapple papaya IPA.
Oh, that sounds fun.
A friend actually gifted this to me for my birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
Which was a month ago.
Okay.
So, yeah. So here we are.
Tell them the exact time that we are starting.
We're starting after Roxys Number.
Roxy.
Where she...
Roxy Heart.
Perfect. You really nailed it.
Yeah.
Also, love that song. It's got the little
yes.
jazz, the little wire sticks. You know what I'm talking about on the drums.
The wire sticks.
Yeah. So on.
Oh, yes. The.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of wires instead of a drumstick, and so it creates the
Art
sound.
Blakey would know exactly what that was.
Who?
Art Blakey. He was a drummer, jazz drummer.
Oh, all right. So Buddy Rich would also know what that was. Who? Only the greatest drummer to have ever lived from the 40s.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I did not know him.
Yeah, no, I was
Did
just
you
being
know
a butt.
who Art Blakey was?
No.
Oh, there you go.
That's why I was so
Look it
offended.
up.
I brought
Look it
up
up.
Buddy Rich.
We're bringing up the different people.
Yeah, and there's those little like
Greatest drummers. Who's the greatest? Sheila E. Sheila E is a great drummer.
Who's that?
Are you serious right now?
You're so mad at me right now. I can see it.
I'm furious. There's flames coming out of my head right now.
Literally, I see them.
But are you
we
serious?
should really record videos so people can see all the flames.
Yeah, you should see all the flames that fly out of John's head when she doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Do you really not know Sheila E?
No, it sounds familiar, but it also sounds like a Salt and Pepper familiar.
No, this is way before Salt and Pepper.
Well, not like, I don't mean that. I mean like the names, like
Sheila E.
Like, I know who Spinderella is.
Sheila E. is a drummer and percussionist.
Mm-hmm, I got that.
She had some popularity in the 80s.
Okay.
With some music that she may or may not have done with Prince.
There it is.
I do not want to discredit her as an artist by saying that that's why I love her. Mm-hmm. Because it's not.
Right.
I love her as an artist.
She had to also be good.
She happens to be fantastic.
Yeah.
So it just so happens that she worked with Prince in the 80s and elsewhere.
Right on.
Until he passed.
Look at you go, Sheila E.
She is incredible. And if you have never heard a Sheila E. drum solo before...
Never.
I feel like you should.
Okay.
Like, especially the one from the Sign of the Times film.
Yeah, after this, we'll exchange drum solos.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun. Give you some from Toad. It'll be great.
You know, and for our listeners, maybe I'll throw one on there.
Oh!
Maybe I'll throw one at the end of the episode.
Oh, that'll be fun.
A little bonus drum
Look at
solo.
us doing social things better.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're so bad at social. Our social media guys, I'm sorry. Like, if you've messaged us and we haven't responded, it's not on purpose.
It's not. But message us more, and you know what? We'll probably respond.
notice. Yeah, because if you're messaging us more, then
we'll be more invested.
Yeah, like, because then we'll have a reason to check our stuff.
Yeah, but anyway,
yeah,
we're after Roxy.
Oh yeah, so tell them
Roxy
exactly
Number.
what time though. Like,
I'm gonna scrub it up. It's 57:39, 36. Yeah.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is on the screen
with her little bob.
And
yeah,
she has a lot of makeup on.
Yeah, she's about to go into her act of desperation, which I love the title of that.
Act of desperation is so good.
So good. So I'm gonna hit play right. Meow.
There you go.
She can't go anywhere without hearing that dumb tomato. But did you know, speaking of Catherine Zeta-Jones' hair, that they wanted her to have her long hair, that she like always had her like signature hair look, apparently.
She had a signature hair look?
I guess it was kind of like the Rachel, it was longer. Catherine Zeta-Jones, and in Zorro, didn't she have long hair? She had really long hair in Zorro.
I never saw that.
I hope it was Zorro.
Who knows? What is she known for? Oh no!
I don't think she's known for Zorro.
Well, I mean,
but she's done superhero stuff too, and she's done
What has she been a superhero in?
She has been in a superhero movie.
No.
She is absolutely, it was probably a Batman movie. Not Catwoman, but she was somebody.
She wasn't in a Batman movie.
I keep losing my
Where is your phone?
stuff. I don't know. It's probably under my butt. Again, it's
no,
actually
it's not.
in my pocket.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
When did I do that? When did I get back up? Oh, to get the beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Catherine Zeta-Jones is famous for a reason or another. And, you know, she did...
The only thing I can think of is Entrapment. That's the only thing popping into my head.
You know, there was another movie after that was...
Oh, I did like her in that one by the Coen brothers with George Clooney.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly
Intolerable Cruelty.
Is that what it is? That's not what I was thinking of.
Well, that's the one I'm thinking of.
This is such a good
But I feel like this might be one of her biggest kind of things, right? I mean, now in retrospect, especially, like... What else has she done that we're all
She does stuff.
about?
Well, she did. All right, the movie Woody Allen did with John Rivers, America's Sweetheart.
John. No, you got that wrong.
Joan and John.
Rivers,
it's Joan and John.
John Cusack.
Yeah. Where did I get Rivers from?
I don't know, but I will say that movie. Do you know the test audiences?
She absolutely wasn't Zorro.
Well, yeah, she was. I knew that.
Well, no, I was guessing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does
But
good here.
I can't do it alone. She was also in High Fidelity. Rock of Ages.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Rock of Ages. Who is she in Rock of Ages?
I don't know, some person.
You know, the only reason I kind of was iffy about that whole fucking thing, I'm pretty sure you can figure out where this is going.
She did a lot of period pieces.
She did?
Yeah, like look at that. Look at that Underpath. Look at the Color Blind. Look at them. Hold up. We'll be scrolling up to others.
I'm like freaking out right now because I can't think of any movies.
She's in a lot of stuff.
Zeta
She was
Jones.
in Titanic, 1996.
Oh, the TV movie. Was that the one with Tim
Yeah,
Curry?
I believe so, yeah.
That was awful. Do you know that was awful? And there was an unnecessary rape scene in that. It was on television.
She was in multiple types of Zorros.
What do you mean?
It
She
wasn't just
a-
the one Zorro. There was also the many faces of Zorro.
Well, yeah, there was like a sequel.
I believe so.
Yeah, there was like 2, right?
Yeah, it's 2000, yeah. But like, oh goodness. Yeah. Anyway, ZetaJones had long hair, and they asked her to cut, or they asked her to keep the long hair, and she insisted.
That's dumb.
I agree, because I can't imagine her doing it with long hair.
No.
And because everyone else has short hair.
Well, not only that, but
Literally
that was
everyone else.
literally the
The
kind of
look.
thing that you would do in that time period. Why the fuck would she have long hair? If she wanted to be long hair, she wouldn't be popular. She wouldn't be in the news. She wouldn't be cool. She wouldn't be cute.
100% agreed.
No, you have to have a bob.
But
It's
you
the
want to know?
fucking 20s.
You know her
Give me a
reason for
fucking
getting
break.
the bob?
What?
Her reason was that she didn't want anyone to think that that hair was covering her face as a double. She was like, I need them to know that I am hitting every step
mark.
as
I'm
me.
doing all of my
Yeah.
shit.
She wanted
She
to
is
make
kind
sure
of
everyone knew that it was her, both through and through.
Doing her
Yeah. Doing her whole dance
Can we
routine.
talk about people not doing their bits in movies?
We can absolutely do it.
Ooh.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Yeah, I like
where
this.
she's when she does the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I also love it in Superstar with Molly Shannon.
Oh my god. I
And she's like,
quote that
bum,
movie
bum, bum.
constantly.
It's a good movie.
Constantly quote that movie. I love that.
I
fucking
do
movie.
too. My mom quotes that movie a lot. It's
Love
like
it.
it was like a very big deal for us.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
And I also loved what is Bruce McCullough directed that movie, which is interesting. He was from Kids in the Hall, if you remember.
Yeah. I love Kids in the Hall. And Upright Citizens Brigade.
Can we please
Hold the Sheets.
No, can we please do Blast from the Past?
Absolutely.
Can
Are
we
you joking?
please do
Absolutely, 100%. That is absolutely in my repertoire. We can do it right now. I don't need any prep.
I love that fucking movie. I love it. I love it. I love everything about that movie.
Yeah.
And Bruce McCullough's in it. Which is why I kind of brought that up. But I love that movie so much. Why did nobody love that movie? Was that a big
I don't
deal?
know.
Was that a big
It's that girl who's
moneymaker?
not Alicia Silverstone, the other one.
It was Alicia Silverstone. She
That was Alicia
yeah.
Silverstone? Was this before or after she was throwing up into her children's mouths?
Oh my god, what are you talking about?
Wasn't that her? She would like she had like a baby and she would like chew up its food and like spit it back into their mouth. It had to have been Alicia Silverstone.
That makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, that's what she was
if
doing.
it was happening, I did not know about it, and I'm kind of mad that you told me. I could have gone to my grave not knowing that. This is what happens when you interact with people.
Chewing.
Why do you
Chewing
think I'm
food for
alone?
son. Yep, here it is.
No.
Oh, there's video of it.
No.
Alicia Silverstone feeding baby
No. Stop it! I am trying to drink a beverage.
pre-chewed food. Yeah, Alicia Silverstone defends pre-chewing food for son bear 10 months. U.S. Weekly, 2012.
What kind of fucking food? Why didn't she just get some fucking
Pears.
Why didn't she blend it up in a
Bananas.
blender and put it in the mouth?
Because then you don't get the nutrients from the saliva, John.
Fuck you and your saliva. There is no nutrients. My saliva is probably toxic. Give me a fucking break.
Like a Komodo dragon?
Yes, it's like gross. I'm like Britney Spears up in my mouth. Toxic.
Brings a whole new meaning to you. From the taste of your lips.
I am changing things. I am changing the world. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot Lucy Liu was in this.
I always forget.
I forgot. Just like you forget Lucy Liu was in Kill Bill, and yet she's still the best part of Kill Bill.
God, Lucy Liu and Kill Bill. Lucy Liu
So
in
good.
general.
Lucy Liu and Charlie's Angels still loved her. Yeah.
Yes. That's why I watched Charlie's Angels.
100%. Lucy
100%,
Liu.
That's why.
Lucy Liu, then
The
Cameron
other two?
Diaz. Because, Cameron Diaz was doing, like, John Malkovich, and she was doing a bunch of indie stuff.
She...
In between, like...
Oh.
Go ahead.
Do you ever see...
Mm-hmm. I did.
Blanking.
No.
It has her, Kate Winslet, Jack Black,
I thought
Jude Law.
Blanking was the movie.
No.
I was like, not see it.
What is it called?
Jude Law, Kate Winslet, and a person that we're talking about?
Jack Black, Jude Law.
Is it Being John? No. Being Jack Black, or Being John.
Being Jack Black.
No, with Brad Pitt is what I was thinking of.
No, Brad Pitt's not in it. God, what is it? They switch houses. Kate Winslet.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. The Holiday?
Yes!
And then
Yes!
Queen Latifah, who's in this film,
that's not.
had another movie after
Called
it.
The Holiday.
Yeah, that
Wait
was
a minute, no,
also
wait a minute.
it was Last Holiday.
Last Holiday.
When she had
Okay,
cancer and
yeah.
she was taking a holiday.
Yeah. No, The Holiday. 100%. Okay, that's fucking freaking me out now.
I think it's because my internet connection is going in and out.
I'm sorry, guys. If you don't know what we're talking about, you're going to have to listen to the bonus episode, which is going to premiere between these episodes. Which is also on Yeti Complex, where we talk about the intruders in Ashley's house. Which are happening right now because the camera's motion
That's a
sensor is
defect.
going
Maybe they were all
wrong.
defects, so maybe I was crazy the whole time.
No, you're not crazy. That's fucking nuts.
Where in the world is Crunkles? Is listed on my beer. That makes me think
I don't
of
wanna know.
Carmen Sandiego.
I love Carmen Sandiego.
But yeah, Lucy Liu's bit in Kill Bill was fantastic.
Yeah.
It
we should do
was.
Kill Bill sometime. We talk about these things all the time, and I forget to write them down.
Yeah, but we did some of them. Like we did Dick Tracy.
We did do Moonstruck.
And we did do
We
Moonstruck.
talked about that.
And we will be doing
burlesque.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
We both mentioned bad movies.
Oh.
At least mine.
But
has
both of those movies had
singers.
people that were in
Moonstruck.
movies together. Yeah, they were in Moonstruck. Yeah.
Oh, it's all connected.
Like Cloverfield.
It's the gay universe.
Ooh.
The gayverse. Well, no, actually,
with
wait a
our
minute.
one true
It
savior,
splits,
Nicolas Cage.
though. It splits though.
What does?
Because I feel like the
Gays?
Nicholas half would be the straights.
We're all just people, man.
True.
Nicolas Cage is for the straights.
And the
what
Cher,
a king.
the Cher route would be the gays. You've got the two.
Oh my goodness. I can't think of anyone better for those roles.
In what?
The King of the Straights and the Queen of the Gays.
Oh, well, Queen of the Gays.
Are you like competing with like Madonna and
I was going to say Madonna.
Yeah, you would. You know why? Because you're always talking
Because
about
I'm a
Madonna's
Madonna,
boobies.
But I'm also a Madonna gay. I'm a Madonna. Do you
You're
know
a Madonna
that's
gay.
a term?
My mom is a Madonna
know
straight.
That's a term. Like, I was on the internet. I was looking at the Twitters.
Uh-huh.
And they had, some guy was like, I'm going to have to get together with a Madonna gay at some point and really understand what's going on because I don't get it. I'm a Britney gay. And I was like...
Oh, that sounds like generational gays. That sounds like
Yes.
an 80s gay versus
and
a
I
90s
kind of
gay.
I understood what the kid was saying. The kid, I say, because he's obviously younger. But I kind of get it. But at the same time, like, if you can't invest the time to figure out why Madonna is as good as she is, or why we, as the Madonna gay generation, if you can't figure that out, then I feel like you should not advertise that.
Done. I'm going to tell you.
Just do your research and not post about it on the internet until you're done. And then you can be like, I love Madonna. That's the only conclusion.
That's the only conclusion, that you love Madonna.
You're going to love Madonna when you're done with it. That's honestly true. You can't not
do
love
more Madonna movies. Not Swept Away.
Goodness gracious. But that's a good one to do.
Well, I mean, we could do it.
We could do it.
I guess I would have a lot to say.
Do you know
from
how
it.
much I love that movie?
Did you know how much I've not seen that movie?
Not because it's good. Because... nothing against Madonna. Obviously.
I don't think you have anything against Madonna.
I don't have anything against Madonna. But it's more Guy Ritchie should not have directed that movie. We probably mentioned. I think
we have talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah, he should not have. But here's Mr. Cellophane.
Mr. Cellophane's so good.
He's so good
and so sad. Also, fun fact. We've talked about this before. I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast before, but you know how much I love that name brands losing their brand.
Huh? What?
Like, all right, so Xerox, right? Mm-hmm. Xerox was a name brand, but they lost rights to their brand because people were saying Xerox.
Which is why I always tell people
like scanning
use
something.
Search the internet using Google.
Yes, because you or Lego Blocks even put out a Twitter post or a tweet.
A tweet.
Yeah, my apologies. A tweet a couple years ago where they were like, it's Lego blocks that you're playing with, not Legos, so that they don't lose their brand. And Velcro did a video which was super funny, where they were like, it's not Velcro, it's Velcro hook and loops. And they're trying to convince the world to call their product hook and loops, which is so funny. Because because Velcro shoes, you're only considering the hook and loops that are in the shoes, and Velcro is the brand name. Velcro shoes, Velcro is not making shoes, Or maybe they do, and I'm just, uneducated on it. But
I have something to say.
Yeah, or Q-tips instead of cotton swabs.
But keep talking.
Cellophane was a plastic wrap. And cellophane lost their name brand because people were using cellophane as a substitute for plastic wrap. Just like a person would use a cotton swab or a Q-tip as a substitute.
Look at me.
For
I'm one of those people.
Cotton swabs. Yeah, right? And so every time I say cellophane, I only say cellophane because of this song, because it's so catchy. But I think about it all the time. I'm like, cellophane, you lost your rights, just like Xerox did for scanning. And in 9 to 5, she's using an actual Xerox machine. Never mind.
That's scary as fuck.
Yeah, it was so big. I was like, oh.
That scene is fantastic. Yeah. Why haven't we done 9 to 5? We've talked about it.
We talked about it last week. Well, last time we recorded.
Do you know what else we should do?
Go ahead.
Just for the listeners.
Ghostbusters.
Our historian needs to start writing these down. Please. Historian, that's you.
Yeah. We really need you to start pulling your weight.
You're going to have to start writing these down for us because we cannot keep track.
Yeah.
But which is a V-Swag?
We're busy people. We discussed doing that for October, didn't we?
We should. Yes.
We discussed that for last October because I was like, let's do a bunch of horror stories, and then we didn't meet for a month.
We didn't meet until November.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
But which is a V-Swag?
Now let's do it.
Sure.
Practical Magic.
Oh, you know what? Interesting
we
fact.
We do have a theme, don't we? We go back and forth between Cher and Nicole Kidman.
Cher and Madonna. Yeah. Oh, and Nicole. Well, throw her in there.
Yeah, we'll throw her in. We haven't done a movie with her. But I think we talk about her a fair bit, or films that she's in.
Well, she's good.
Yeah.
Well, she has been good.
Yeah. I loved her in Big Little Lies.
I haven't seen that yet.
And Practical Magic, of course.
Well, Practical, yeah.
Well,
she's so good.
Yeah.
Well, she was good that whole time period.
Yes.
That whole...
You want to hear something that, is not popular? I did not care for Moulin Rouge.
Oh, girl, we're going to have words, but not in the way that you think. I agree 100%.
Thank you.
I agree.
There's just something about it being, not their own songs. Just Across the Universe. I didn't care for Across the Universe.
See, that didn't bother me as... Well, okay, first of all, both of those things didn't bother me that much.
Mm-hmm.
It's a jukebox musical kind of situation where
it's
I've
never heard that term, but that's perfect.
That's exactly what that is. Now, the Beatles one, though, Across the Universe, that was specific to the Beatles. So that kind of worked for me.
So that one was, okay, but then at some point it, wasn't.
Julie Taymor.
Where, I was just I really wish I would have seen something more than just a giant music video for these songs that I already know.
Yes, I agree with you. And I also agree, don't agree. What am I saying? I don't like the editing.
Yes.
The editing in Moulin Rouge was one of the worst, and it was nominated, and I believe it won for best editing. And I was like,
that is ridiculous.
That makes
editing
me sick to my stomach.
So crucial.
Because it was
so
terrible. The editing for Moulin Rouge was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Huh?
I said we're going to do a video podcast. That's all I could think about was editing in that moment. I was like, no.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, Moulin Rouge. No. Bad. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy it for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yes.
I understand the thrill. I like to sing along. I know the songs. But. Okay, if you're going to do a musical with a bunch of songs that people know about, good for you. Great, we can sing along. But Nicole, okay, Boz, if you're listening, because Nicole starts singing one of my favorite songs of all time, which is a song called Gorecki by...
This is the sad part.
Oh, is this
what's it? Where she's like not guilty? Oh, never mind.
She lost her last appeal. Yeah. Oh.
She didn't cut off his head.
She didn't do it.
She didn't do it. She seems like genuinely devastated.
Well, I mean, it's sad.
She ain't got the money to pay Billy Flynn to like defend her.
Isn't that disgusting?
That is actually pretty gross.
I mean, especially for our true crime listeners out there, which I know there's tons.
Plenty.
Because it's all people ever listen to on podcasts.
Yeah.
We're doing the crazy thing by not doing a true crime podcast.
We can work it in.
But here's a true crime for you. Folks.
I like how elegant they made her look. Oh, I forgot. The MPAA had to address stuff from this movie.
What? Really?
Yeah, this movie was cited for... I only thought about it because of all the cigarette smoke in the crowd. You see it? Which is great. Fantastic. I love that element, that the whole audience is smoking cigarettes and you can see it coming from each individual person. Anyway, the MPAA cited Chicago as one of the movies that needed, that like had them reflect on smoking in their rating system. So remember how we talked about it's complicated and how Meryl Streep smoked marijuana without any consequences or anything like that. I guess it's like the same for like, or similar, maybe not exactly the same, but for cigarette use and such. Like those are bad characters, but everyone in this movie is smoking cigarettes.
Because that's what
everyone
happened.
Yeah, because it's the 20s. But yeah, you can see in the audience that there's people like smoking cigarettes, and it wasn't until I read about that like I noticed how many people are actually smoking. Such a sad scene.
And then the audience.
Yeah, and then it's
cheering. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, it kills me. It's so good. I mean, it's bad, but it's good.
It's so good, though. It's so bad,
it's
but
so
good.
Terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to do that. Always wanted to do that.
Hang yourself in front of an audience?
No. Like, have the audience applause. There's a song by Nina Simone. I actually just listened to it the other day, and it resurrected this idea that I wanted to have... a serious film, obviously, about teens and suicide and all that kind of stuff, you know, which we addressed when we did 13 Reasons Why. But similar situation, but I kind of always want to do that.
When we did 13 Reasons Why.
No, we didn't do it.
I was like, we did not do that. We didn't even discuss
society,
that. Yeah.
We as society did it. But I always wanted to do, use this Nina Simone song where, because there's this weird moment where obviously the audience saw something visual that we did not see as an audience listening to it, and the audience all of a sudden cheers when she says, "Someone's dying, Lord, come by here." And I was like, that's so weird. Like, why is the audience cheering all of a sudden for her saying that? Like, it was a very odd moment for it to happen. And I've always wanted to use that in a film about suicide, where they obviously perform the task that we don't want to talk about.
Right.
And that's the song that's playing, and that's the moment where the audience applauses. Because I think it's fascinating, because it is kind of, in our culture, it's weird that we, like 13 Reasons Why is a good example, because why are we celebrating that in such a weird way? Because it's
like Heathers, like it's IRL Heathers, yeah.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
And I still don't, I mean, I obviously think 13 Reasons Why did kind of have its place, but it's very awkward. Because I feel like it did glorify it in some odd way that should not have been. Yeah. Especially when there was a second season.
I didn't know there was a second season.
Like,
This
Should have
is
been done.
such a good number.
It's so
so
good.
sorry.
Again with the straight people.
How can they see with sequins in their eyes? What a line.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
So good. So gay.
What if, in fact, you're just disgusting?
Look at his jacket.
I guess it is gay. But also not gay. You were like, so gay.
Well,
Yeah.
glitter in your eyes.
Yeah. Well, he's also
You're
talking about
only
giving
gonna
the
have that experience
razzle
at a
dazzle.
gay
That
club.
just makes me think of drag queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drag
Love
queens are definitely
them.
using glitter.
A lot.
I don't enjoy the glitter. I hate glitter. I mean, as a logical thing in your life, like I don't like it. I think it's
And there's
pretty.
the Hungarian with blind justice.
Oh yeah, now you care.
Yeah.
Now you use her. See, using her.
I think she's
As
in
a
other.
device.
She might be in other pieces, isn't she? That's the
just
first
saying.
time I noticed her as blind justice.
That jacket, though. Do you think there's digital effects on that jacket?
No, I don't. I think
it's
it's
all
that same
practical?
jacket because you think that jacket has lines in the courtroom.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like all the sparkles. I feel like there's a little much. Do you think, or is that really light catching the jacket? Do you see what I'm saying?
I absolutely want. I know I'm trying to figure it out myself,
animated?
John. If they added additional glitter,
Speaking of,
Like,
we've talked about
put
this
in
before.
post?
We've talked about this, but Jessica Rabbit's dress. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
why
that
haven't we done Who
sequence.
Framed Roger Rabbit? That's the one I keep
okay.
forgetting
Historian.
about. You gotta write a list, love.
You gotta get these on a list, man. We gotta have a list. You know, I have a list at work.
It's gotta be his because there's too much going on for it to be that good in 2002.
Well, no, I feel. Oh, come on, 2002. Titanic
2002.
already had fake breath for cold weather. Did you know?
Go
for
ahead.
Fight Club.
Oh, I had a Titanic fact. Keep going.
Oh, the digital effects for the breath in
Uh-huh.
Fight Club during the scene where he's trying to like meditate or something, and he finds what's her name in a cave. What?
I said. I said they'll let you get away with murder. It's part of the song.
Oh, you're actually paying attention to the movie that we're
Well,
watching.
it's like that one part.
I was going to say that the special effects people from Fight Club used the exact same breath effect
As
that was
Rose
used
and
in,
Jack.
Yeah, Titanic. 100%, same thing.
Fun fact.
Just so you know, so Helena Bonham Carter, that was actually
like-
Kate Winslet's.
Oh!
There's some weird things going on in my head about home wrecking and stuff. Oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, did you know that when James Cameron, because he is such a nerd, and I know you don't love him, but you love him, John.
No.
Don't think I didn't re-listen to the Terminator episode to hear about how much you gushed about Jamie
Oh,
Cam.
how much I did not. Oh, my beverage is empty.
Oh no, this one has gluten in it.
Damn your gluten.
I have plenty of whiskey. Because I'm a whiskey girl in a whiskey world. Wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic.
Just a girl. Oh, we need to talk about
Aqua? The movie? The band? The song?
Oh, I was thinking of No Doubt. Just a girl.
Oh, that scene in Captain Marvel, too much on the nose.
That's what I was going to talk about. I loved Captain Marvel.
Wait,
saw it
pause.
yesterday.
Let me say this thing about James Cameron before I forget.
Yeah.
Before it gets too far away.
Please, I'm sorry.
James Cameron. And you know how people will remake? It was such a huge thing when I was working at the theater that people were remaking their movies and they were putting it in 3D. Like Star Wars did it.
Mm-hmm.
James Cameron did it with Titanic and
Like we needed that.
and another movie. But it was mostly with like the Terminator, or not Terminator. It was mostly with the Star Wars movies. Like that's what really kicked it off for whenever they
he
re-released
converted
something.
the first episode 1, but then he didn't do the rest.
Yeah, the
it didn't do
re-releases
well.
of movies, were like launching into 3D, and so James Cameron did it with Titanic. But something I thought was actually kind of cool was that someone had brought it to James Cameron's attention that on the night of the event of Titanic, because James Cameron was all about keeping it like historically accurate or what have you.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, those stars are wrong, bruh. That's not where those constellations were. And so James Cameron went back, and in the remastered version that came out in 3D, he edited it so that the stars were historically accurate. The silence from John is so incredible.
I'm at a loss for how fucking nerdy that is.
It's so nerdy.
It's so
almost as nerdy as following an ARG for several years.
I have to say though, I mean, good props to those nerds out there that even caught that shit, because that's fucking nerdy.
I also think that there are sometimes like nerd rage competitions where like someone was like, I'm a super nerd, it's historically accurate, and then another nerd is like, excuse me, I study stars and that's wrong. Like they just want to like prove him wrong in something.
Well,
so we changed it.
I have to say, like with nerds, I kind of
it was specifically the stars when the Titanic was sinking.
Well, no, I understand.
Okay,
I understand.
I just wanted that clear for any other person.
For the historian.
Uh-huh.
Please put that in a note. Our poor historian.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh, she's so busy. She had no idea watching Chicago with us was going to be so busy.
There's so much to say. There's so much we haven't said.
We haven't said anything about it.
This second episode is going to be way longer, even though we give the first episode extra time.
We did. Oh my God, we're nuts. But
okay.
No, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about something and something else. Nerds. Stars.
Nerds.
Oh,
nerds,
I shut it off at a certain point.
That's not what you were saying.
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
That's where I was going with that.
Like,
okay. I don't, because you know me and Stanley Kubrick. I am a huge Stanley Kubrick nerd.
Yes.
And none of his films have flaws. Obviously, he's human, so yes, they do. But to me, they don't. And I would like to keep it that way. But so that's why back in the day, you know, before the internet became such a huge deal and nerds were really popping up to ruin things for everybody.
Oh, they love doing that, but I also love to see them do it.
I love that they do it, but not for that. That's where the one time I will not read things, because I'm like, I don't want to know that Stanley did something wrong. Like, I just don't want to know it. Like, because I know that Barry Lyndon was... I found this out from somebody reading this to me, because I mentioned how historically accurate Barry Lyndon was, because it was. I mean, you know, it was supposed to be like he took cameras into that time period and really that fucking thing, man.
It makes a popping sound now.
It's
like,
creepy.
Why is that? It is creepy.
Oh, her camera again. But anyway, for listeners out there that don't have video for our podcast.
Blaming them for not having video. We're not recording this in video.
We are not
before anyone
video.
Rages.
Before anybody rages on the internet about it. Anyway, so I was talking about how historically accurate it was. I can't say these words. And somebody started reading IMDb facts for me. I was like, stop it now. Don't tell me anything. Because they were mentioning like certain paintings in the background wouldn't have been painted yet. And I was like, well, y'all are fucking nerds. So why don't you just shut up and stay in your little corner and shut up. So I want to know that. Like, I wanted to know that everything was good.
Yeah, I mean, everything can still be good and it can still be great with inaccuracies.
True. I mean, but Barry Lyndon, man, don't come at me.
That's your favorite, and that's something we need to watch.
Oh.
I thought that bro was to me directly,
no, not
and
you.
I felt attacked, and I was gonna be like,
"It's for nerd bros,
yeah.
Nerd bros out there, man,
yeah.
Nerd bros ruining my Barry Lyndon."
Yeah.
Is this Lucy?
No, Lucy's already gone.
It's.
This is Catherine Zeta-Jones. This is Velma Kelly.
Testifying?
Yes.
Why is she testifying?
She got out.
She has a diary.
She's already been out, yeah. She has the diary that Mama gave her. And she's reading...
Because when you're good to Mama...
Yeah, Mama's good to you. Yeah, but you know who's especially good to Mama? Mr. Billy Flynn.
Bet he is.
Well, Velma Kelly's reading, like, stuff from a diary that Mama gave her that Billy gave to Mama to give to Velma without telling Renee Zellweger.
Now, see, Renee Zellweger thinks that
I love that she's also a dummy.
Renee Zellweger's like, oh shit, because my diary got that truth in it.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know that it's a fake diary.
Yeah, or is
right?
It was yeah,
a planted
it was
diary.
A planted. Well, Billy wrote something in it, like that she was plugging Fred Casely. I also love the terminology that they use. I like that in the beginning, like Renee or Roxy was at the performance, Velma Kelly's last performance, where she was supposed to show up with her sister, and Velma's like walking by the posters and like ripping down her sister's name and such.
They should have done a different take of that though, because she didn't rip the name off completely, and it really bothered me.
She did not, and when I first watched the movie, I didn't quite understand exactly what was happening. There was something else I didn't understand when I first watched it. Oh, when Renee Zellweger is watching the performance, what's their roles? What's Velma Kelly's role? She's a Valadine or something? Like a little flapper girl on stage. Anyway, also I love Richard Gere did all the tap dancing here for this. Yeah.
Again, with his lack of nomination for performance.
Yeah, no, he didn't know how to tap dance. He did not get any nomination.
He didn't get anything, yeah.
John C. Reilly did, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Renee Zellweger. I was going to be a jerk and be like, Taye Diggs.
Notice how Richard hasn't really done much else. Yeah, because he's mad. Y'all ruined it.
He went on record to say that he like felt like a little like snubbed for it. He was like, hello guys, I was there too. He was also a big role. He's on like the posters, which had to have been difficult with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Renee Zellweger like duking it out for top billing.
But they gotta have a man on there. Gotta sell this movie with a man.
Oh yeah, they do.
Try to get the man in the seats. Get those men's butts in the seats.
Yeah, but apparently he worked.
Big
he like,
boobies.
worked on tap dancing for a good bit, like for this particular scene.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and then they just filmed it in half a day, and then it was done.
Can we talk about a fun fact about other things, which we do constantly?
Have we not? Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer in Catwoman.
Hairspray. Oh.
Which Batman Returns is going to be one of our films. This way. 100%. But Catwoman, the scene where she whips the heads off the mannequins.
Okay.
That scene was done in one take. Michelle was trained up the yin-yang. She wanted to make sure she could do it exactly right, and she did it in one take.
Man, up the yin-yang, you say.
She trained like a motherfucker for
Woo! One take, you say.
I'm sorry, but her performance in that was top draw. Top draw.
You know who I describe as top drawer? John Malkovich, and I don't know why. I just feel like he would say that about himself.
I'm top drawer. Really.
Yeah, the guy is top drawer. He's top drawer, you see? And it's just like a picture of him that he's talking about.
He would definitely do that. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
100%. Talking about his performance in Red 2, which is also pretty good.
Oh, those movies are good, though.
They are pretty
They're
good. That's what I said.
We don't have to do them, but we could.
We don't have to do them, but we could.
We could.
We could.
We could do anything.
We could do anything we want.
We haven't done a foreign film yet, and it keeps
and
coming up in my brain that we haven't done that.
I think about that. I also think about how we haven't, especially after I listened to like a podcast about the theremin. I was thinking about The Day the Earth Stood Still, and I was like, you know what? There's a lot of theremin in that movie.
That was in our
original
first episode, but we never.
Yeah, we had about 3 pilots before we stuck with this format.
Yeah, we didn't actually get to talk about that or
how much I love it.
What was our first episode? Was Vibes, Day the Earth Stood Still, and there was a third because we were going to do 3 films. There was a third one
that was ridiculous. That
Steve Martin.
Oh, Bowfinger.
Bowfinger.
We did Bowfinger as the other one.
So we did.
I love that movie.
Three random things.
Yeah.
And that was just because we were texting back and forth what to watch, and we just said, let's watch all 3 and then talk about
I
them.
picked something that I thought John wouldn't want to watch. And then I picked Bowfinger. And I was like, if you don't pick anything, I'm picking Bowfinger. Because I love Bowfinger because I'm a comedy nerd. And John was like, oh, okay, what about Vibes? And then I felt bad, and I was like, all right, well, I'll pick a serious movie, a movie that, like, I genuinely love, which is The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951, with, like, Michael Renning and, like, everything. And so I had never seen Vibes, and John had also not seen Bowfinger. It is, but only because we did it twice. Because we loved the first one, what we did, but we didn't do it in the same format. Yeah. And so we recorded it again, but we didn't talk because we were both just watching the movie, and we were saying stuff that we hadn't said before. We didn't record the same material.
We repeat all of the stuff that we talked about.
So we talked a bunch for the first one, and it was a lot of fun. And so we were like, oh, that was fun. We're going to do it again. And then we were like, we don't have anything extra to say.
Yeah, so we didn't really talk about
and so we were like, we'll never do Bowfingers or The Day the Earth Stood Still because Vibes was so bad.
Yeah. Which I guess we could probably go back because we know what
we could probably go back now.
Yeah. We could probably do Vibes again someday.
We could probably let's do Vibes tomorrow.
No. We'll do it in a year.
Oh, that'll be good.
A year after our first broadcast of Vibes.
We'll do anniversary for Vibes.
Anniversary Vibes.
Anniversary Vibes, yeah. Oh, we'll do like a whole thing. Like
we should have a guest on too.
Oh, we can do that.
Like Cyndi Lauper, preferably, or Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because we'll be that big then.
We're gonna be so.
And
famous.
neither of them are gonna be working.
No, they have nothing else to do.
Yeah,
they are totally unacting. Unworking.
I don't remember the last movie Cyndi Lauper was in. Was it Vibes?
Well, she also is a musician, so she's done quite a bit.
Yeah, but like after
she was
Girls
Bones.
Just Want to Have Fun. Oh, was she?
Yes.
Wow.
She was like she was like a medium in
Did she Bones. In the end turned out to be the one who did it?
No, she did not. It was good though.
Yeah,
she was good in that, and she sang "At Last."
So was the dude in ZZ Top. He also sang that song.
ZZ Top was also in
Bones. Yeah, he was what's her name's dad.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I love Bones. That was
I used to love Bones like so much.
Me too. Loved it.
Yeah.
And the hot dude. Wait a minute, is that the right show? With the hot dude?
David Boreanaz?
No.
No, I think you mean David Boreanaz.
I mean,
he was also Angel in the
David
Buffy
Boreanaz.
series or in the Awesome show,
which I
Angel.
watched both, so don't get your panties in a twist.
What you know about me wearing panties?
I don't know.
I don't.
Then you don't. But he
that's my socks in a twist.
Directed a lot of
mister.
The Bones episodes.
Mm-hmm. Did he? What a fun fact.
Yeah, he did.
Booze everywhere. Booze. Some of the words that not Catherine Zeta-Jones. Some of the things that Renee Zellweger says. It's always like with her lips like so far away from like the rest of her mouth when she's like booze everywhere. Yes.
I can't even do that with my mouth.
Like ready? Look at it. Look at her
lips.
Look
at
her lips.
Video.
They're gone. They're away from that face.
Good video.
The video portion of the podcast, yeah.
So, folks, if you want to record us, send some professionals over to do it for us.
yeah, we're not certain if we're going to do a video portion yet, so we just really need the pros and cons to be listed somewhere.
Yeah, do you want to see it?
Yeah, if that's something that people want, like, we'll do it. I can, like, just go to, like, my barn and dig out, like, old recording equipment.
Barn somewhere.
I have a barn somewhere that I have my recording equipment in.
It sounds crazy to me. You have a barn.
Well, that's where cinema was first shot.
What?
Film, like the old film houses were in barns, weren't they?
I thought you made films in a barn. I was like, well.
No, I never used the barn. It was hot in there. It was so hot. Like I wouldn't want to be in there.
George Méliès is like filming in this.
Well, I imagine them being sweaty and gross was like normal.
Yeah, like oof.
Think about going back in time and like smelling the smells.
Oh, God. You know, the only thing.
I think that's the worst part, other than like the sexism, the
side note,
the prejudice, and the
a side note, and a little shout out to our friend Erica, whom we love.
Love her.
And I told her, I said when she went, because, okay, how do I say this?
Tell me.
Me and her and somebody else that we're not going to talk about went to Italy, and I specifically, no, it was not my mom. It was my ex-boyfriend that we don't need to talk about.
No, earlier I had told John that he had gone
to Rome with my mom.
Yeah, but I was remembering the story wildly incorrectly.
Wildly wrong, because I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But, no, so we went there, and the only reason I wanted to go was to see the Sistine Chapel, and then, of course, the Pope died.
Yes.
So we couldn't, because...
Oh, never mind.
What are you doing there?
Nothing.
Oh, I was having sexual
Yep.
encounters while the Pope was being chosen.
Yes.
That is true. Or, well, when he was announced.
Yes.
I was in a hotel room doing some very awkward positions with a headboard.
With the headboard?
Yeah, the headboard was involved. The only time we had good sex, by the way.
What a revelation.
Guy. In Rome, of course.
When in Rome.
When in Rome, you do the good things with the headboard. Anyway, not the point. So, enough about sex, which is appropriate for this movie, but not appropriate for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so the Pope was being chosen, so we didn't get to go to the Sistine Chapel. Other scheduling situations occurred, so we didn't actually get to go.
Right.
And of course, that's like the thing for me, specifically, like... In life, I've waited my whole life to see that, and I finally got to Rome and didn't get to see it, so it was kind of like a huge disappointment.
Yes.
For me. So, saw tons of other brilliant stuff, so great. But anyway, not the point. So, she went back to Rome for her honeymoon.
Okay.
And, you know, she had a moment where she felt kind of bad, and I was like, no, you feel good, and you go and enjoy it and everything like that, And I told her, I said, because it was kind of like awkward, because I knew she was probably going to go see the Sistine Chapel, because, I mean, you're in Rome, you're going to fucking go see
why
the
not?
Sistine Chapel. You can't skip it. And I told her the only thing I really want to know is, how does it smell? And then...
That's kind of cute, though.
Because that's honestly all I want. I really want to know. Like, how does it smell in there? What does it smell like? Because I feel like it probably smells old.
Yeah.
And I remember randomly, I was at work or something. I think I was at work. And she texted me out of nowhere. She said, it smells like, what did she say? Can't remember exactly what she said. But
tell me, John, you need to bring me there.
I still have the text. I could probably pull it up, but not the point. So she basically said it smelled kind of sweet, but old, or, you know, like, basically what I thought it would smell like.
Yeah.
But anyway, she texted me that, and I just started crying immediately. I was like, because I want to see it so bad. But it's gonna make me cry. Stop it. Oh, they're singing their last number here.
Yeah.
Let's get distracted.
They decide to work together.
But that's what I was gonna say. We were talking about smell. I cannot remember why. Why did we bring up smell?
I don't know, but I like smells. I also hate smells, so...
Well, I mean, yeah, it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Can you imagine I get in the Sistine Chapel and...
Can I say, this is a bad thought, but Renee Zellweger's outfit in this scene, I don't think is flattering on her.
Yeah, she's a little too skinny for it.
She looks like a... Yeah.
And it always bothered me that all the lights in the background are not lit up equally.
Yes, but then they shoot them out, so I forgive it.
I mean, that part, yes, but this part, that hasn't happened yet.
I think it's intentional, though.
Why? No.
Because some of them are on like a higher setting and some are on a low setting. And I don't think that they had a full range of control over all of them.
Doesn't it spell out something at some point, though?
Yeah, it spells out. It doesn't spell out Roxy.
Murder?
Murder. Yeah.
Oh, you know what else we should do at some point? Historian. Murder by Numbers.
Murder by Numbers?
Have you ever seen that?
I'm thinking of Numbers with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, no, I just said the wrong total. Is that the wrong title?
Is it the number 23?
No.
No, Murder by Numbers with Sandra Bullock.
No, that's not it then. Oh, crap. Murder by Death. That's what it's called. It's a comedy.
Roxy and Velma.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yes, Queen, yes. I just got so hungry. Has nothing to do with the movie.
Let's go get some tacos.
God, that sounds good.
Right?
That really does sound good.
No, yeah, I'm 100%.
Oh, look at old Mama Morton. Now, did this happen in real life for these people? Did they really become famous afterwards? I can't remember.
I think they
like
did,
they
and I
did.
think that's why Homegirl wrote about it.
Because she was probably pissed that these bitches got...
Also, Catherine Zeta-Jones' voice in this movie, so good. I can't even hear Renee Zellweger when Catherine Zeta is singing.
Well, she's a very powerful singer.
Yeah, it's good. But it's also good for her role because she was the established performer. Whereas whereas Renee Zellweger was a wannabe. So yeah, and there's some of the lights and the names are knocked out too.
No, I know that. That's an effect, but I'm saying like...
I'm pretty sure that's intentional.
For that backdrop, I feel like there should have been... No. I feel like there should have been more. Yeah, I want to know who wrote the musical, because I'm feeling bad that I don't know these people. Oh God, I'm so hungry. Whew, jeez. I had no idea my hunger was so bad. Oh. he got above the title. What's his name? Richard Gere?
He got the second.
Second billing?
Yeah, well...
No, third billing.
He's third. But see, there's Maya.
No, but he got it before the title of the film. So that's the order.
Did he?
Yeah. It said Renee Zellweger,
Renee and Catherine.
Catherine, Renee, whatever order it was in. Sorry, guys.
It's in both.
Then
it's intentionally in both.
Then it said Doodad, Hoopla, Billy Flynn.
Yes.
Then it said Chicago, and then it starts listing all the other people. And I think Queen was the first one after that.
Queen Latifah?
Yeah. Queenie.
Love her.
Well, we're never going to know who wrote the musical
like
because it's there's some digital interference here. No, wait a minute. No, that's not it. No.
I think this was a deleted scene.
Danny Elfman did the score.
He did. I think he did this song. Move On.
Well, I mean, he did the score too. But who wrote the musical? God damn it! Based on the musical play. Okay. Directed for the stage and choreographed by Bob Fosse. Okay.
Yeah.
Lyrics based... Oh my God, who wrote the goddamn songs?
Oh.
We're never going to know.
This is actually a problem.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. It doesn't like glitter. This is anti-gay.
This is not anti-gay. You're anti-gay.
Oh, God, please. I am the last person to be anti-gay.
Oh, my goodness. That sounds like it just takes so much energy. You know how many gay things there are in the world?
God, it's making me hungry.
Oh, God. Imagine being anti-gay. Like, you must do nothing else.
Oh, God. Can you imagine that life if you don't like anything gay?
Like, ugh. Oh,
I feel like even
John, it literally
people
sounds
like
exhausting.
Gay.
Like that, I'm already over it.
I mean, yeah, no, I can't with that.
Well,
we're done with it.
My mouse died.
Well, we're just having great technical time here at 1 Foot on the Ground.
1 Foot on the Ground podcast.
We should probably end it because we're just a mess right now. Anna needs some food.
Yeah, we should go do that.
Thank you guys for joining us here on 1 Foot on the Ground
podcast.
This was Ashley.
And this is Johnny.
And this was Chicago from
2002.
Thank you.
Written by?
Who knows?
No idea. We know it was based on a performance of
Bob Fosse.
There we go.
Well, he directed and choreographed it.
Well, the director was Rob Marshall. So.
Well, yeah, the director of the movie was Rob Marshall.
Yeah, you're right. Starring Catherine Zeta-Jones, Renee Zellweger, not necessarily in that order, Queen Latifah, Richard Gere.
Poor Richard. He's still got fourth billing for you.
Who else is there? John C. Reilly, Maya Harrison.
Oh yeah, Maya. Her performance was stellar.
Lucy Liu
did a performance that
and
was
then
Oscar
all
worthy.
the other people.
Christine Baranski.
Ooh,
we did not. Give her.
You're right, because I can never remember her last name.
Love her.
She's pretty great.
I love her every time she does anything. I want to see it.
I feel that way about
horrible, disgusting Grinch movie.
What movie?
The Grinch with.
Oh, you see, I think I might feel similar about Christine Chenoweth. Is that her name?
Kristen Chenoweth. I love Kristen Chenoweth.
Yeah, she was in Suburgatory, and she was so good in that show.
Kristen Chenoweth is good in.
Like, where she
Did you ever see GCB?
Gigi? Oh.
GCB, Good Christian Bitches?
No.
That was... it is wrong that it only had one season. Wrong.
I watch a lot of one-season shows.
Netflix!
Hello? We know you're listening.
Because you gotta make sure we're not talking about you. Got those nerds out there.
Mm-hmm.
Are they talking about Netflix? What are they talking about? They said Cloverfield. What is happening?
Yeah.
So if you're listening, please resurrect that shit real quick.
It'd be super great.
Because it was amazing.
Yeah, it was like to start.
And it got very popular at the end of its run. And that was when it was canceled before all the ratings went up for it.
And nobody purchased it like TBS did for Cougar Town?
Nobody. Piss, bitch, fuck.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that Cougar Town got to live its best life, but...
Yeah, well, GC.
Not everyone is so lucky, yeah.
So fucking good. And Annie Potts was in it. God damn it, people.
Who dat? It sounds familiar.
I'm so hungry I can't. Annie Potts.
He can't.
She was on my favorite show ever, Designing Women.
Let's hear it.
She played Mary Jo Shively. She was also in Ghostbusters as her secretary.
Okay.
In both films.
Yeah.
She had a little role in the the lady one.
Mm-hmm. She had a little bit. She had a little
cameo,
tidbit. Yeah.
Where she played what was she in that? Tour guide or something interesting, cute.
She was something cute.
Whatever. It was amazing. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Annie Potts.
Yeah.
God, I love her.
It's good.
I love everybody from Designing Women. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't care. I love them. I love them all.
Righteous.
I mean, some of them have passed on.
Can I tell you a quick fun fact that the historian said to me? Because obviously she was asking historical stuff.
She doesn't like that I talk about Titanic.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. She's like, I can't wait for the episode that you two do on Titanic. And I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen.
That's never going to happen. Sorry, guys. That's going to be
episode.
A veto real quick. I'll grant you you're gone in 60 seconds.
Yes!
But Titanic, we don't even have the time for Titanic.
Titanic is a lot of time.
Way too
it's a lot of time.
Long.
Maybe we could do a bonus 15 on why you don't like it.
We could do a bonus episode on what's wrong with Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
And what's right with it.
Yeah, well, I would obviously argue with what's right because you're so upset that I feel like I would need to defend it.
No, I will say there are aspects that you could say good things about, but they are few and far between.
Yeah. So the historian was fact-checking me about something or another, and then she did something that was not cool. It was not cool at all, John. She asked me if I was alive when people were making parody songs of other songs, and she described it very poorly, like she didn't know what a parody song was. And she was like, when people would sing songs that weren't their songs, and they would change the words, eat it, just eat it. And I'm like, you mean Weird Al Yankovic? And I'm mad at her now.
Okay, our historian.
She made me feel old.
Poor historian.
Made me feel old.
She has gotten so much in this episode. When is she going to be on it? She should be on.
Never.
She's not going to do it?
I mean, I will never ask her. Now we're going to have to cut this out.
Do I really?
We can ask
I'm never
her.
gonna
She
remember.
said she wanted to cut. She said she wanted to be on the Titanic episode. I can let her.
she could
I can
be
let
there
her
when we
argue
talk
you
about it.
I can let her argue you.
She
her,
could be
her
there when we
opinion to you.
discuss Titanic, but we are not going to.
Also, what's your opinion on La La Land? Because she came out me about La La Land. I think she likes romance.
I see
I
where
can't
she's
wait.
going with her film taste.
Yep. Yeah. So I think that's where she might differ.
God, I need to.
But
eat.
I can't believe
Because
I can't
I'm
believe
just
she
gonna
asked me if I was even alive during the time period.
Well, first
She
of all,
justified it with I don't know when that
Song
was.
parodies have been a thing for
Ever?
a long time.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a new
But
thing,
it was just that she brought up Weird Al Yankovic. She
Weird Al,
she
that's
referenced
hysterical.
him specifically, and I was like,
I mean,
yeah, were you not?
definitely
Like,
alive
I
for
was like,
that.
what?
I remember when the video
She
came out.
like came at me and indirectly, and it just
I remember way back in the day when it was like a surgeon instead of like a virgin.
yes, yes.
Come on.
So funny.
I mean, but I'm old.
I'm also old.
Is our historian? Where's her age
They're
bracket?
clearly younger where I expect. Like, I'll talk to the historian and I'll be like, oh.
So she's younger than both of us.
Yes.
Is what I'm
Yes, she
gathering
is.
that she's okay. I get
Yeah.
it. La La Land. So for our historian,
Oh, this is for her in
for
particular.
her specifically,
I'm going to have to clip this out and just like.
No, it's fine.
A side pod.
It could be on the episode.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, it took me a while to watch it. First of all, nothing on purpose. I just didn't get to it until way after
Right.
the hype. The hype kind of ruined it because I was expecting a lot more from it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that from it, and I also did not. I was just gonna blurt out. I just did not like it, and it has nothing to do with the. What am I trying to say here? It had nothing to do with the chemistry or the cuteness or Ryan Gosling.
You want to know what I didn't like about it? Do you want me to tell you what I didn't like?
What did you not like about it?
I did not like the conflict. I didn't
What
think
was the
that
conflict?
their paths were putting them in different directions, but they couldn't be a couple for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, that always bothers me.
and
because
and
it's
just
like,
why
what?
wouldn't you have open communication about it?
Yeah. I mean, hello, the breakdown of communication is why all of Stanley Kubrick films happened. Like, we should learn this now.
Yeah.
If we watched all of Stanley Kubrick's films,
Yeah,
we know
if
that you
we,
need
if
to
we
communicate
all
with
watched
people.
all of Stanley Kubrick.
Everybody should watch all of Stanley and then live their lives. Knowing that you need to communicate or else shit's going down.
Right.
That spaceship is going down.
It's going
that
down.
Relationship is Jack Nicholson's coming at you with an axe.
Yeah, it's going
You
down.
need to fucking communicate with each other. Like, dudes, come on.
Yeah.
No, my problem with it was, I mean, it kind of did spark a thrill that it was a modern day musical, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because I missed that.
I
missed
loved
that
the
terribly.
opening number with all the
That,
colors.
with the cars
yeah.
and everything like that. That was fun. Like in the traffic.
And yeah, in
Wonderful.
LA traffic, it was great.
Fantastic. And of course, it's kind of good because that is a thing. Like,
Yeah.
LA traffic is fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
So
and they just put a
that's
bright spin on it.
perfect. Like, and I bet you
Uh-huh.
anything to film that scene, they had to cause a traffic jam. So
Oh,
it's like,
100%.
I mean, honestly, they probably just went out there on a typical day and was like, let's film this musical real quick because we have the time.
Yeah.
They probably didn't even interrupt lives because it happened anyway. And they're like, well, let's have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because I've talked about that before where, I watch like an old Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers kind of thing. And I'm like, why don't people do
Ginger
that?
Rogers was in the Roxy Hart movie.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
that's fun. Do you know what I mean, though?
What if
I said that I think The Gay Divorcee was the one that I always mention because
Yes.
there's so many good moments in that. And there's one specifically towards the end of the film where they're dancing around the room that they're in. And, of course, Fred Astaire loved to use all the space.
Yes.
So they dance like up onto the chair and then onto the table and then down on the other chair. Like, they're just spinning around this fucking room. It's like, why don't people do that anymore? I mean, obviously, this is a
that's so
fictional
sweet.
situation,
Yeah,
but it's
but
like,
yeah.
why can't we do that? Like, why can't we have just these amazing dance numbers where people are doing crazy ass shit all over the place? I mean, the only time you ever get that kind of shit is on, like, Step Up, which was one of my examples, because they did do a Fred Astaire song in one of the Step Ups. I think it was Step Up 3.
So good.
And I
Step
love
Up
the Step
3D,
Up movies.
you mean?
Yes.
Also, the same dude who directed Step Up 3 also did a Hulu series before Hulu series were, like, bigger, called LXD, The League of Extraordinary Dancers. And he directed, I think it was John Chow.
Oh yeah.
He directed a bunch of dances, and then and there was like big dancers like Mad Chad and such in there.
I have a feeling he ruined one of my favorite things ever.
He may have.
I think he did.
He may have. He may have just thought he was doing. I think he did. Yeah.
Oh man, I mean that devastated me beyond belief.
Well, I don't
that he ruined that show.
John Chow.
Please, I think it was.
It probably was. That seems like something he would do.
And it's not his fault. I mean, I think he did the best he could. But, fuck everyone for doing that. Because that was definitely my movie to make. 100% my movie to make. And not only that, and since it'll never happen because everybody's getting too old, Sigourney Weaver should have been Synergy. I mean, Sigourney Weaver is Synergy. I'm just saying right now. And for all those out there that don't know what the fuck Gem of the Holograms is, please go watch the show. And then get back to me.
It's like Josie and the Pussycats, but also not.
But not at all.
Yeah.
They aren't a band. Like, that's a similarity.
John Chu. Maybe not John Chow. John Chow may have been an actor that was in White Castle.
Sounds good.
I'm probably mispronouncing their names, but John Chu. Yeah, he did
Gem.
He did Gem. He did Gem, yeah, for sure.
Oh, sorry, dude. You're always going to have a dark place in my heart.
Man.
You just stain right there. Stain.
Did Step Up 2, Step Up 3D, Legion of Extraordinary Dancers.
Step Up 2, man. I love Step Up 2. See,
Step Up Revolution. He did G.I. Joe. He did Justin Bieber, Never Say Never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now You See Me Too. He did Crazy Rich Asians? I did not know that.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet.
He directed it.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, because he's probably a crazy
Look at you, John
Asian.
Chu.
I mean, he didn't get any money for a Gem of the Holograms.
No, he had to keep working after that.
You gotta redeem yourself somehow after that.
Yeah, kind of, but not.
Sorry, dude.
Not quite.
So anyway, La La Land.
Mm-hmm.
I had a problem with it because of the writing, mostly.
Okay.
I did not like that. And I might be remembering it wrong.
Let's hear it.
The whole thing happened, and then at the very end, didn't it, like, go back in time to a specific moment of their lives, and it was like none of it happened?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Okay, well, historian, please tell us. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not going to rewind.
Well, I'm not going to watch. No, I'm saying, like, please tell me if that's true. I don't know. I can't remember, and I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah.
To find out.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
John, you're allowed to not like stuff.
I mean, I didn't hate it, but at the same time, like, it's one of those movies where it's like, did you really just waste my whole time?
Yes.
I hate that.
Yes.
Like, I get that it's an interesting plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
Cute, but it could be mid-movie. Because don't make me waste all of my time.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Please. Like, because if none of it happened...
Then what are we doing
Then
here?
what am I doing here?
I really hate, like, it was all a dream, or it was aliens, or, like, whatever.
I mean, it works sometimes.
For one time in the movie Dallas, or in the TV show Dallas.
Oh, yeah, the dream.
Yeah, that was the first time that happened. Yeah.
The shower.
Like, who shot...
JR and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it works one... Or...
Tell me.
If it's really funny. Like Bob Newhart. Have we talked about that before?
No.
So there was 2 Bob Newhart shows. There was one called the Bob Newhart Show, and then I think there was one called Newhart. Don't ask me which one was which, but I watched both. Mm-hmm. Loved them both. But at the end of the second one, the more recent of the two,
keep it going.
very last episode of it, he wakes up in the bed with the wife from the original show that he did before.
That's funny.
And he said, I really had a weird dream.
Bob Sparkers did that, I think.
And that, well, this was at the end of the series. Like, that was how they ended the series. And that was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. Especially because if you watch the original Bob Newhart, I think it was the Bob Newhart show, and the Newhart was the second one. And Newhart is where he woke up in the Bob Newhart show bed with his wife from that show. Said I had a really weird dream. And if you watch it like I did, he had a specific set of sheets in the first show. And I only know this, and this is why I think it was even funnier for me specifically, because I had the exact same set of sheets. Like, and I think that's one of the reasons I watched the show as much as I did, because that was a show obviously that came out before I was probably conscious of things.
Yes.
And I watched it on Nick at Night or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But we watched Newhart while it was airing.
Yes.
But I thought it was hysterical because I was like, I have those sheets. That's so weird. And then, he woke up and immediately knew exactly what it was because of the sheets. I was like, oh my God, that's funny. Like before he even said anything or anything, I was like, oh, that's good. Because I knew exactly where he was and what was going on.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
That's
because
really
of the
funny.
sheets.
Look at you go.
And of course, me, of all the people, like, you know what I mean? It's funny. Yeah. Because me, of all people in that situation, would know exactly what it was going on because I had the same sheets. That is kind of fun. I love it.
It's cute.
Oh my God, I'm so hungry. We gotta end.
Let's end this so that we can
bye
get
guys.
Some food.
Subscribe, rate, review, and all that kind of stuff, and social medias.